Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. I'm just, I got to mute the Twitch tab or the TikTok tab, and I am deeply regretting those. So the hello, Zom. How's it going? How are you? Let me quickly get into. Hopefully that works. It's going to be interesting. But how have you guys been doing? I need to move around some stuff because I'm like, life. How's it going? Sorry I was slightly late. I found that I had some, how do I put it? I was just uploading a new video to TikTok. It's first here again. That can sometimes, yeah, I'm not surprised that's the case. Um, I did kind of forget to be like, hey, it's getting weird. Uh, I mean, it is also normal for people to take about an hour to get into like stream and stuff, and honestly, I also keep absolutely forgetting that I need to be like, hey guys, I'm doing this today. Hey guys, oh, what's happening on midnight? Curious to know. Also, Luna is here, cuddling in my arms, so it's just like, because I'm doing well myself. It's just, oh, I finally had a full day off to like relax and everything, and now my brain is like, I need more sleep. But it'll be fine. Thursday, so it's movie night on another server I'm in, but does it at 11 her time, and she's in Texas, an hour behind me. Ah, I see, I see. It's not too bad. Oh, that's gonna be interesting because, like, you know, all my stuff, and that's gonna be happening at like 8 EST, which I believe is either 2 or 3 hours ahead, which not too bad, but Luna was demanding kisses. Finishing live action One Piece. Ah, I see, I see. Very nice, very nice. Oh, how's it going, Ronnie? Also, yeah, everything good? But also, mood? Really do be feeling like that today, huh? I need to figure out how to do like the audio on OBS because apparently anytime I record or do anything, it just sounds, I don't know. It's different from when I record on like Audition and everything, but I mean, it could be mic, it could be how I have everything set up, who knows. Episodes left, I'll have to wait till next year for season 2. Ah, I see, I see. 100% divine punishment for last night. You already know. Oh, is it the minifigs? I think it's I think. It was like half in and half. Oh, wait. Someone from from the thing we were doing last night. Did somebody, I feel like somebody, hmm, if I punishment for the thing Aaron was doing. Okay, yeah, I was thinking that. That was my other thought, like right after. I was like, hmm. I mean, I don't know what happened. I guess you'll, I guess you guys will update us tonight. Be interesting, but yeah. I don't want to say a whole lot, but basically some friends were, uh, trolling around with a server and oh, having a good time. Collateral punishment, I want to clarify additionally, is an external. Is it some I'm gonna need a lot of context because what what happened? Oh, thanks, Luna. Don't mind me, my cat is sitting in front of me. Oh, such a big headline. I don't have my mic that close. When I do, it's just like, or when I don't, and it's like, damn, I really need to talk into the mic. And Luna's just like, no, I'm gonna be a sound dampener. A big plushy sound dampener. No, you doing? I'm just hoping she's not trying to scam me for more soft cat food. Never get around checking the Pokemon vids. Like a little bit, and not too much. Like I've said, I was very busy trying to like studying, have have to find and make more like smaller content stuff. Which I'm gonna have to ask one of my friends who's also into the same thing I'm about to talk about. Um, how do you talk about that series in different series under a minute? I don't know how. I think seeing all the Monica shit flipped a switch in my head. Used to do something stupid again, but like, holy fuck, I feel miserable. But here's what well, I'm trying to make this. Yeah. Okay. Um. Well, I mean, it is a lot of past and previous. Like, I don't. I. I guess I would say it was kind of like between that Luna. um. Like basically like a dose of trauma. Yeah. Oh. Alex, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. uh, yeah, so there was a oh my gosh, kitty. Dude, she's blocking my thing. All because she wants to get no, there's nothing in this drawer that you want. I have to try to make sure everything is connected and everything. And then there's my cat just being like, let me in this thing. I think there's cat treats in there. It's like, no, there's not. Already gotten that. Just being greedy. Oh, yeah. Honestly, Ronnie, I do think I misread Countdown as Clock Tower. Oh my god. I had for a split that second had to be like, are we talking like safe for work or are we talking about the video game? That's the biggest question here. Honestly fair, I just thought I was in essence above that by now. Right there with stark reminder that it'll get easier but never easy. Oh yeah, and like the thing is with stuff like that is like recovery and treatment is very much non-linear. And what you're feeling right now is just that, hey, there is some unresolved stuff, and it did kind of get a heavy dose of that. So hopefully you'll be fine. Or hopefully, well, in a bit. And now everybody's gonna get to hear me and be like, Cat, What are you doing? For those who are new or for those who don't know, I have a little chunky black cat by the name of Luna, who very much loves it when I am at my laptop or pretty much working at any station I have. Just to cuddle. Sometimes she'll want to scam, stuff like that, you know? And of course, she'll be messing about with everything. As far as I'm concerned, this is me talking to mine. That's true. At least you got out of there as fast as you did, so all good, all good. Although I will say, because of like all our shenanigans yesterday, um, that did get me thinking maybe I should like do some like a try not to laugh kind of thing where like trying to read the wildest romance books, like begged by the groceries, stuff like that. I feel like that'd be great until I'm just like, what is going on and why is my brain melting? Uh, if we make a new Minecraft server, I have a few plans. Oh, what kind of plans? Oh, try not to laugh. That would be hilarious, especially with books like with a book like that. I feel like that would be great. Also, yeah, what kind of plans, Sam? It does make me think too. At some point, I should get myself a new Minecraft skin. The only thing though is I don't know where. Like, I've never made my own Minecraft skin, so that'd be interesting. I think fiction night would be fun. True. Obviously, I'd like stream or record that because I feel like little bits of it would be great. Have some fun competition I can build. What are you doing? You little rat. My cat, what are you doing? I swear she has the zoomies right now and it's just like, please, you adorable. Shit. Can I ask what you're doing? And can I ask why you're like, my immortal drinking game may be long past, but spirit lives on, I see. I wasn't even there for that, too. But I think that would be very. I mean, listen, we already have, like, that coronavirus one. What is stopping us right now? What's stopping us from doing that? Besides the fact that I currently don't have anything like that to drink. Also, I would probably, well, I mean, Trico's been wanting to get some Jaeger, so he'll be very happy for that. Let's see. This way, that would be a fun idea. Although the amount of clips I'd have to do for that. Oh, Devil Rose, how's it going? How are you? There's only one person I won't ask you to read the fanfic of. Very bad, and she often vilifies anyone who criticizes her. Oh? Ooh. Also, isn't that story short as fuck? Obviously, either way. Um, um, my immortal or the coronavirus one? There's a difference. Last name starting with Pope. Mission earlier today, so I'm chilling. Oh, that's nice. I do love that feeling of finishing commissions. I might know that. I'm not sure. But, so I was talking about, oh, the COVID one. Yeah. It is short, but it'd still be good. And believe me, I can find more. Hurry up back by the groceries. My immortal can be there. If it exists, we can find it. But also, yeah, Devil, I totally know it. Like to finally finish commission. So good. It's like, finally. This passion insane. Frankly, she's a terrible person. It's even worse than Silver thought. I don't know who that is, but okay. I might know, but I mean, if you guys don't feel comfortable saying, that's totally fine too. Hmm. Yeah, no worries. Oh, I think I should grab my phone because, again, a silly little kitty is deciding right now is a great time to chill. Don't put don't put that near the X. I know you. Her stuff also has a. Oh, I'm kind of not surprised at the same time. Mm. My sister has gone so much trauma in their lives over it. Oh, that's actually really unfortunate, especially to hear that too. Oh, there's like a bit of light shining on my phone, and I can already see Luna going like, and supposed to be usually got banned from our local library. Too much. Oh, Jesus. Why? Why would you do that? Honestly, fair though. Like, fair as to being like, don't interact with this person. Do not do the thing. Uh, but yeah, no, I totally get it. See, at least with one of the people I found, I can at least even though I'd be like looking at her work to kind of make fun of it, I also want to like showcase her stuff because I have followed her for a while on Tumblr for other reasons actually. And then she started going into the more romance stuff and it's just like some of the cover stuff I'm like, girl, why did you do that? But oh, and they're notorious for bad takes on media. Yeah, yeah, I can't believe that. The joys of doing content. Yeah, no, she argues entirely in bad faith, and if you disagree with her, you immediately get hit with the phobic and is labels and plays actual bad people. Oh, one of those people. Underwriting tips are a mess. Oh, yeah, oh, okay, well, if anything, definitely good to know because, like, yeah, even I would just be like, hmm. hmm. At the same point, it's like, why do you do anything creative if you don't like getting constructive criticism? Like, I don't know about guys, but like, I don't mind that. I actually like that because it helps me learn and grow. And if you don't think that, like, what's the point? See, as a writer, that's what gets me. They're not even writing tips or their basic knowledge or tips for how to write fan service for specifically. Ugh. Ew. Actually, ew, though. Like, eh, eh, hold on. Also, did you guys hear that? I'm sorry, that was my thing. Eh, I think one of my friends has gone insane. Give me a second. Uh, most of them are just things she doesn't like. Universe and She-Ra or The Last Airbender, but yeah, that's me there. Okay, fair. I mean, I how do I put this? I'm not going to say anything right now, but now understand why one of my friends is just like, no, don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Anyway, uh, uh, what was I trying to say? Uh, okay, like Legend of Korra, I can kind of see some of it. Um, I remember watching some criticize her 15 rant on Pokemon. Oh, 15-hour. Why would some people have a 15-hour rant on that alone? Like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, you see why my brain just kind of went, excuse me? Well, well, now I know what we're doing. Hmm. Um, like I was gonna say for Legend of Korra, okay. There are some things that is like, yeah, they probably should have, there are a few things they should have done differently. Honestly, I do kind of understand there were some constraints based on budget. Yeah, 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 you see why? You see why it might end up being like, hey, we might end up doing most of this? Change your plans, guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll save it as I'll save it as a little secret for next week. Or maybe we'll change it up and I don't know when. Oh God. Um, what was I gonna say? Like I have seen the criticism for Steven Universe, which in a lot of cases it's like, yeah, it makes sense. It's fine. Especially with like the later stuff too, where it's like that doesn't make any sense. She-Ra, though, that is the one thing where I'm like, I have not heard any complaints about that, so that's oddly very concerning to me. Like, why? As far as I'm aware, like that's probably one of the best represent I wanna say it's like one of the best representations in media. So it's like unless she came up like has like some actual criticism and be like, oh, okay. But as far as I'm aware, it sounds like that person does not have that. So mm, oh well. Oh well. She eats delicious in Dungeon too. I think she just hates on what's popular. Ugh, I mean, all I can really say to that is like, some people just do that. I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people who I see stuff like that and I just go, okay, well, fine, you do you. I think the thing that annoys me the most really is the not able to take constructive criticism. Like 300 hours worth of complaining about Steven Universe across all her content. Okay, that's just insane. Like, I feel if I was gonna do something like that, it would be like not even that amount. Like, you have to be really scraping at the bottom, unless engagement is really good. And I mean, age, everything does that. Some people. I, I guess it's the same. Like, I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I never do special kind of crazy. There's a lot of people like that. Like, you can look at her and all that. You can look at, I don't want to bring in like controversial names, but like Keemstar, there's another guy I'm not gonna mention, and it's just like people like that who are gonna twist and distort, and I don't bother with them. I don't have the time or energy for them. And honestly, I think that's something a lot of people need to learn to do is just don't bother with those kind of people, especially with those kind of content creators. That's all they live for is to just twist and bait and distort. And it just, after a certain point of time, it's like, I can't do it. Like, you can't do it anymore. You only can do so much. And this is talking about the many things Rexes have accused her of, or her sister accused her of. Oh, well, how's it going? How are you? I just call the whole genre of content creators potsters. It's exhausting. Exactly. Yeah. Because, like, we could talk nonstop about, like, a bunch of those potsters. I mean, potsters, little cows, all that. And at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't know. It's exhausting. Like, I gotta do streaming. I gotta do recording. I gotta do my own stuff. I gotta make sure all you guys in my community are doing well, are getting as updates as I can, what I can do on my own side of stuff. And it's like, okay, here, just finished work. How's the stream? Yeah, not bad. Just talking, vibing. I brought up the idea of maybe in the future doing some, uh, like horrible, I shouldn't say horrible, but like funny, romance novel, reading. So like one of them is begged by the groceries. Another is something to do with the coronavirus. A lot of a lot of goofy stuff like that. I don't like her vids, but some of the people that cover her are fun. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Quality still applies, to be fair. Oh, true. To say I can't recall COVID times. Somebody has done that. It was interesting. I don't know why, but they've done it. They say horrible is a worthwhile descriptor. I mean, Yes, but I do also want to. Listen, I don't think the word horrible is great when it comes to like critique, unless it is somebody who is like very awful with what they're describing, in which case I'm like, what? Oh, another one is being stuffed by the were turkey. There was another one that I saw called Stuffed, which is a sentient pillow. So there's that. I do know there was another one about a doorknob, but I don't remember what it was called. I have to look it up. Either was a door or doorknob. I don't remember. The life of a knob. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was it. And and there's some that have like the wildest covers too, just uh like the were turkey is literally just a girl with her head back and then a turkey. There's just a turkey staring forward. And like that's it. That's all you get is just the title, a quote, and then the name of the book, and then those two images. And it's like, what? What? And even just reading some of the abstracts is wild. Like, all right, Harley's complaint is claim the writers of the new Avatar series might be ripping off her fanfic. Oh boy, honestly sounds like something you would find for real in Australia. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's there's a lot of really silly ones that are just like, I don't know why these are here, but you know, I'm glad they're here. I'm glad they exist. Mainly because I get to enjoy them in some form or another. Sure, it might be fine. Well, glad. A lot of cutesy fanfics. I can definitely see that. It would just be like, I don't know. Fanfics, I feel, oops, depending on like what they are and the creator, like you kind of expect fanfics to be a little more, they go that way. You kind of expect them to, I don't want to say be off the rails, but like, I feel like with fanfics, you can say they can be off the rails. That's just my personal opinion. Whereas like romance books, what are people writing? What are people reading? Fan fiction. Okay. You're writing a story based on a fandom. Some people use fan fiction as a way to start getting into writing and everything. Totally fair. Romance novels are completely their own, like, their own little thing. What are they? Huh? What are people writing and why are they writing it like this? Shout out to the whole Omegaverse. Favorite are the Ruby Dragonlance fanfic. Dragonlance. I feel like I recognize that. I'm not sure. Sure where though. Could just be me though, like having not done anything with the fandom in like I want to say ages. You're like, Yang and Yang. Yang. Doesn't Jean, if I'm remembering Jean correctly, doesn't he kind of become like an ass in the later series? Or am I just, again, I haven't seen it in ages, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jean becomes like, in the show, becomes like kind of an ass. Also, isn't Yang like canonically lesbian too? Or, I mean, I guess that's just me critiquing my stuff. People write what they want. It's over here like, yep, that's a thing. I say is I literally put out a video about Homestuck, Boot of Homestuck, and like Visipop and all that. Not all that, but you know what I mean. Well, on TikTok, of course. So if you guys want to watch that, feel free to do that and like and follow all the good stuff. Yang is actually bi. Oh, okay. No, not really. His issue is he's mostly a coward. Oh, right. And they never really fixed that, did they? Which, I mean, uh, one of the many things that, could have been fixed, could have been done, but, eh. Oh, well. He's now a healer. Oh, crazy. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. He wasn't really someone to be like the front lines of anything, so that's fair. Basically a paladin now. Well, they did kind of hint that they did kind of hint that he was gonna be something along those lines, so it does, I guess it kind of tracks, yeah. Because like he did not seem like someone who would be like toe to toe with Pyrrha when she was around. So again, at least he's found a rule and everything, but honestly, I think the biggest thing I remember taking from Ruby was I was really excited when they showed one of the Grim uh monsters, and it was the Knuckly Knucklery, and I was like, what is this? This seemed like, because a lot of the stuff that they take for Ruby uh does come from like various languages, so or various like tables and everything. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's horrifying. And they made it almost a complete like accurate, well, I wouldn't say completely accurate depiction, but enough to be like, oh, oh no. Oh, finally gave him a lens, and it's to amplify other people's auras. Oh, okay. Not bad. Actually pretty good for him too. Yeah, that's something I could also do to talk about is just random folk monster. I'll have to see. I'll have to figure out how to do all that. It's like, yeah, it is reminding me that I do have to watch like anime, different shows, all of this. I mean, the sales going on. I was like, maybe I should get some cozy games. I'm tempted to get some cozy games, but I might do that because I want more like of that. But since we are starting the spooky season, I can now start it off with a bang. So that will also be really fun. Relationship dynamic being the hot-headed brawler and Jean the calm, caring strategist. Sorry, yeah. Sometimes that's a really good dichotomy too, so surprisingly well. I see, I see. Yeah, I totally get that. You my cat, like, chin- the goofiest creature doing a nibble. I am trying to think what else, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna go and do like a whole description of like some of the classes I've been doing. Although that would be fun. Some of them, I mean, personally to me, some of them are very fun. Um, Although I will say I'm surprised for one of my psych classes that we just got off the, all right, so here's how not to do an human ethics violation. And here's how to do like actual studies and everything. Now, here's how you're not supposed to do faulty studies in psychology. It's like, oh my god. Seems like people ship Ruby and Sun together because their VAs are married. I mean, that's fair. Which is logical. And I mean, they probably also find that cute too. Uh, but I guess it also depends on like how the characters like work out and everything. If they're, um, I don't know, like Ruby and Sun as characters, you don't really see that. And then when you see like, they have two kids now, Michael's jacked. When did that happen? Also, man, I feel old. Because I'm trying to remember when they got married. Yeah, like doesn't Jack also like Michael getting Jack? I mean like Achievement Hunter Jack. Like didn't he also I'm trying to remember if he had a kid or if it was just him and his now wife got married. Because again, crazy. I was acting weird. It's like I'm at the side. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine when we're not really fine, but his wife was the voice of Velvet. Oh, okay, okay. That because of Ruby. Oh, is that what it was? Because I know they met I thought they met before that, but it could have been Ruby. I could have just completely forgot, honestly. Fair enough. of Hollow Agent. Thank you. Mm, yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, man, it has been a long time. Because even I still watch Ray Narvaez Jr. And I know him and Tina actually got married. I think how long ago that was. I think that was like four-ish, five-ish years ago. She won the competition for and voice of Velvet, and she ended up working with a lot, and they ended up dating. That is actually kind of cute. Didn't expect it to happen, and yet here we are. It's always funny to see like how little things like that end up happening, or just even like coming together too. So, despite the fact that the company ended up becoming the thing it the thing it literally feared the most, still did some good things, I'd say. Brought people together, and then greed and corruption broke it apart. Or in some cases, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Hmm. Burning bought back the rights of Rooster Teeth after it collapsed. Yeah, didn't he sell it to? Oh, fuck, who did he sell it to? Was it Warner Brothers? Who then like drove it into the ground, or did he buy Ruby? Was it they bought Ruby? I'm trying to remember. Or do you have been sold to Warner Bros? Oh, and then they bring it to the ground. I mean, also not surprised because I feel like that's kind of Warner Brothers' MO now, where it's like, we'll get something. No, that's video games. That's video games. Ruby now belongs to Viz Media. Interesting to be Drive Envelope Series in the ground. Saving it so this is having numeral times. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. That okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm thinking of, and yeah, no, they've done that way too many times. Well, I can't say go. It is annoying, and at the same time, it's like, here, it's happening. We we do that now, huh? Fuck. Oh, at the same time, it's just like, uh, at some point, all good things have to go or will come to an end. But like, why like that? I like that. Stop being greedy. Oddly fitting music for the season. Did not expect to hear that. Oh, and then I went to Nice. I just put Lavender down, be like 9 years ago because control had taken out of their hands. Oh yeah. And they were starting to bring in like other creators and stuff like that. And the vid to announce he bought it back was hilarious. I did hear like when he did buy it back, and then some people were asking Ray like, "Oh, are you gonna go back to RT?" And he's just like, he can't afford what I'm worth. I'm like, yeah, fair. I'm the only one watching on YouTube right now, so I'm gonna keep watching, so she doesn't feel alone. No worries, Green Tomatoes. It's all good. I tend to, so whenever I stream, I multi-stream. So um, I have, currently three chats right now. Mainly YouTube is talking. Well, not mainly YouTube. Twitch is talking. There's YouTube, and there is also TikTok. So I'm not completely alone. Um, but I have managed to find a way so it's not like I'm sitting here just staring and being like, ah. It's 1 minute if you want to check it out. I might do it after. But yeah. Because like if I were to just do a single stream on any other site besides Twitch, and even then with Twitch, it's like in some points it's like, I don't want to be alone, but at the same time, oh, good. Although it probably does feel like I'm, you know, awkward something. I have also decided to work on. Yeah, all right, sounds good. I'll look at it later. I also have decided to open something that do many people use TikTok as streaming platform? I always thought it was a quick bit thing. I'm usually yeah. So recently, and I have talked about this a little bit before, because I'm actually signed on with a TikTok streaming company or a content creator network for that. And what TikTok is trying to do is it is trying to make more or try to get more. It's funny because everything is trying to do the short form content, which still works on there. But it's also TikTok is also trying to do more long form stuff. So people do actually stream on TikTok. It's also, but it's also very like that platform is very, very picky. Normally, with my TikTok following, I would not, in the slightest, be able to stream on there to help push anything or push everything. But because I am part of the creator network, uh, I can be able to do all that. Uh, and it does have its own little perks and everything as well. For example, there's the fan club stuff. They have a similar system to Twitch where bits and all that uh correlate to similar amounts. It's funny how sites change. Yeah, it really is. TikTok is trying to do more long form vertical stuff, and everywhere else is like, oh yes, short form content, reels, you know, shit like that. But it's yeah, so it's funny. And there's a lot of things where it's like, okay, so what will get a content creator like going and everything and all that? YouTube started out as a video dating site. Right. I forgot about that. And they started doing long form videos and then boom, here we are. Um, but yeah, like I usually do more ASMR stuff and I usually do a lot more long form stuff that's a little harder to do with TikTok. It's very each to their own. I hate shorts a little bit. I know they're very popular. Shorts are good for like when you have a few minutes to just kind of like scroll, watch something, enjoy it, and then just like and move on. Whereas yeah, most people like some people like long form, other people like short form, all that. Um, so occasionally I do try to be like, hey guys, like help me like do more on those platform, like especially like with TikTok as well. Um, because like there's the fan club option, there's fan club option, there's coin options. I mean, the fact that you can just sit there and like repeatedly hit like on the stream to help it gain traction is also interesting. Uh, so and it is interesting trying to stream in like multiple like formats. So your usual landscape versus portrait, trying out different things. It's interesting. Where the OF originally pitched itself as a place where plumbers and such could post vids to help people know how to do things. And then it completely changed to something way different, which does remind me I should have tried doing some more trying to connect our play because that was another one that they were like, hey, can you do some stuff for us? I'm like, I mean, I can try. Although that one's gonna be stuff that is basically if YouTube doesn't like it, and then I just have these audios sitting in my folder, it's like, okay, well, when I have the free time, I'm just gonna, or if the hub is like, we don't like this video because of reasons we're not gonna tell you, then I can just be like, all right, our play, here you go. It was the wrong plumbing they were trying to fix. Yeah, yeah. Or people mistook it the wrong way, you know? Or shouldn't say mistook it the wrong way. Uh, they didn't read the instructions or they didn't read it properly. And it's like, wait, oh, my spanner, excuse me. Exactly. Exactly. So AutoCon 9999. Uh, uh, dang, not too bad. How's yours? Start off very against gaming streamers when they first started. Anyone can answer it. That's fair. That's fair. Yes, everybody. How was your day? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm pretty sure Facebook also started off with like I don't know who is watching Facebook like live streaming stuff, but like wild that that's something that people can do nowadays. And it's like, why? Actually, why though? Fine. Just playing Fallout 76 right now. Oh, hell yeah. And how's that been going? I have heard that there have been some changes to the game, but you know, I still have to check it out. I also have Fallout New Vegas. At some point, I do need to mod it so it can play, and so I can check it out later as well. Because, yeah, my only interaction to the Fallout series it has been, I think a little bit of Fallout 4, or I think it was just like a little bit of Fallout 4, and that's it. Facebook Live, Facebook Market, yeah. I mean, Market's not too bad, depending on what you're trying to get, but that's my own complaint on some things. Um, but I have I have seen some pretty decent stuff on Marketplace. I've also sold stuff on Marketplace. I've been like, yes, let's go. I mean, yeah, no, the Facebook Live is actually crazy to me. That was not something people were thinking of. at the time either something that you could do on there. And it's like, huh, Facebook put money into having like actually decent games on their site. And a lot of those, they were fun. Oh yeah, some of those were pretty good. I just remember my family got like really addicted to Farmville to the point where because everybody knew everybody's login for that, we would just be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be using yours for this. Like, okay, but as long as you do that for me, it's like yeah. The games, I have crap, it lazy paid. Yeah, yeah. Going good. Trying to figure out how to fix my build because of all the new perk tweaks. Oh, now they got some new perk updates. Oh, yeah. Remember people fighting over who were the top friend spot on Bebo. Yeah, or the like obsessive booping or what was it? Forgot what it was. Oh, poking. That's what it was. People were doing that a lot too. Like damn. Getting back into some real old hey, you remember this from like the early 2010s, early 2000s in some cases. I used to have some amazing Marvel games I spent hours on a day. Very early internet was a wild place. True. It really was, honestly. Especially then, like when sites like I remember when I first found out about creepypasta and I spent too many hours on that site just reading creepypasta. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. All of these are so good. And now when I look back, yeah, the Mortal Monsters was fun. Oh yeah. Yeah, true, true. Gladiators was an addiction. Yeah. I don't know if I played a lot of those, but I do know I played like a lot of the idle stuff, and I definitely played a lot of Flash games though growing up because, well, Flash games, come on. I remember downloading patched and they fit on floppy disk patches. Oh yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'm pretty sure we had floppy disks at some point, but like I was also the person who like in the household knew the most about technology and was also the one getting the home computer being sent to the technician every month or so because I would go on um there was a website called Funny Games and the guy kept saying stop going on that website and I never listened because I was like, but that's where all the good games are. That's the site I know the best. And also like downloading stuff from LimeWire, but like fine. It's fine. They had a team of PvP FPS games I played a lot. Ah, I see, I see. Trying to think. There's so many. Yeah, because now that when I think about it, I was like, yeah, I was around when Twitter was created. I remember taking that high school class about Twitter. That was a class in my high school at one point. Why? They thought that we needed to know how to post on social media, and man, they weren't wrong. LimeWire. Or that was some Russian roulette download. Yeah, yeah. BitTorrent definitely became more prominent like later, but LimeWire, FrostWire, oh God, that that stuff was definitely. And yes, I did find out about FrostWire, and yes, I did proceed to nuke my family PC again with the fact that I was like, I remember downloading a song that ended up being a recording of people screaming, shall we say. Oh, see, I always ended up getting the ones where it was just like, this was an illegal torrent. This is bad. Get rid of this now. And I just be like, all right, guess I'll have to go and find a different one. Like, no thought whatsoever on it. Oh, yeah. Getting all those MP3s for, it's like I had the MP3 player that was like, I had a bunch of ones from like the dollar store because they would last for like maybe. No, it wasn't that they wouldn't last. It was because they were, most of the time, they were just a USB stick with the ability to like listen to music. And they were not very big. You could put on maybe, I want to say like 20 to 30 songs, and then that was it. And then there was me and my brother with like whole libraries of like, I had the vast, I had the bigger, like library and everything with all that. Uh, Whereas my brother had pretty much every song from Eminem, and for some reason country music as well, because he got me to help him download a bunch of songs, and they were mostly just country music and Eminem, and I'm sitting there like, what? What? Uh-huh. What is this music taste? I had one of the original iPod bricks. Interesting to see how they've all evolved. Oh, I had like the iPod Nano. I never had the classic though. Those ones were cool. I seen a few people who had that because those are the ones that, well, I mean, the Nanos could play that too, but like it was a while before before we got like iPods and stuff. That's also where I learned what was the best gigabyte size for stuff like that because it was like, do you want more? You better be getting the bigger ones. I have a coworker that keeps messing with everyone being old. He's like 17 and he refuses to believe Ninja Turtles started in the 80s. I have a friend that's 5 years younger than me who still makes fun of me for that, and the age difference is a smaller gap. Okay, I think that's like two of them, though. Both of them call me Labuela. Irony. I'm still rocking 5th gen iPod Classic loaded with pirated music. Absolutely. A good way to go. One of my favorite shows of all time. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's still a pretty solid pick, honestly. God damn it. Listen, I know you and Draco, at any given moment, if there is a chance to make fun of me for being older, you guys will take it. You guys 1000% will be like, yes. Defenders of Earth was awesome too. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Mind you, I will say, like, most of my growing up is kind of, I don't want to say kind of a haze, but it kind of is. Uh, I don't really, like, I know I grew up with a lot of stuff, but it's just like, oh, fuck, funny. Bruh. He loves the Michael Bay Transformers. I was surprised to find out Transformers have been around since the 70s. Man, get that guy to watch the original Transformers anime. Like well, I should say the cartoon, honestly. One of my friends, she got me to watch a bit of it, and it was like, what? You could tell it was to sell toys first, plot and storyline later, and it was wild. It was absolutely crap. You just thought Transformers started in the 2000s. Oh, hon. The original film better than the new ones. True. True. Yeah, it's like, no, Michael Bay didn't do anything. Didn't start that whole trend. No, they're those shows were originally made for toy sales. And they worked. Hmm. Of other ones that were from that time, but brain's just going like that line. When Hot Rod picks up the Matrix and the touch kicks in, it's fire. Ah. Bumblebee movie was actually pretty good. Ah. We're still buying the same figure but painted different. Yeah, pretty much. Nothing wrong with that at all. I've released Soundwave model. It looks awesome. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that. Like I've talked about Lego before, and a lot of that stuff is it's really cool. It's really interesting. It's a pain. A lot of those sets though are so expensive because like my nerd ass would definitely get like listen, I saw the Colosseum one, I've seen the Tower of Pisa one, and I don't have the room or the funds to get that because those are so cool. Tours was literal Shakespeare. Her Beast Wars was really good. Um, oh, there's another one, but I can't think of. I don't know. My brain will be like, yes. Oh, that just reminded me of like Power Rangers too. Although the company was not great, but like Power Rangers, yeah. Was like on a Discord. Sounds good. They even had a Dinobot constantly quoting actual Shakespeare. Oh my god. Oh, that does look sick. For a second there, I was getting excited though, because I thought it looks like it could almost play like those tracks. Equinognobos. Yeah. Yeah. I know it looks like it was gonna be able to. For a second, I thought it was like, oh my god, could we play like actual tapes and stuff in there? It's like, it doesn't look like you can. Although that would be great. Did you see the Bumblebee Lego? The one that Lego? I don't think so, no. Look good. The girl I was actually named Dinobot. Raptor. Ah. I know. I was just remembering Good Luck from Dinobots. Ah, it's fair. That dino section does sound really interesting. Good Luck is funny. Mm. Little cartoons were awesome. I I have seen them and yeah, they were pretty good. Really goofy too, but like yeah, still pretty good. The make Lego Dinobots. Honestly, I think that'd be really cool. And there's gonna be like a lot of kids would love that too. Trying to think what other Lego sets they have because I know some friends were looking at because every so often people can vote on like what other sets um they can make, and I think one of them was like RG, another was I don't remember. There was a lot though. There was a lot of really cool ones. But someone did a 3-hour video explaining how Beast Wars was actually Shakespeare. It's great. Okay, but what like which version or which book from Shakespeare? Is it like is it like an actual play kind of, or is it like something he definitely would have wrote if, given the chance? We have Optimus Prime and Bumblebee as well. Ooh, okay. Now that actually sounds really cool. Transformers Armada was my favorite as a kid. Hmm. See, the funny thing here is I was really into I shouldn't say I was really into, but like out of like all the Bionicle or out of all the Lego stuff, I was really into the Bionicle stuff. Like that was peak for me. And then, they just stopped doing all that. It's like, bruh. So I'm talking with Aaron about, it's been done. Oh, what has been done? All the books, huh. Transformers Prime has probably been one of my favorite rebirths of Transformers. If that's the new one, I think I've seen some praise about it before. Like people are actually excited that it's like it talks about Transformers before the war and everything. So like looking at like their world and everything before the Civil War happened and the two groups split into different factions here. Yeah, me. I'm this good. Ah. Okay. There's a there's another one that I wouldn't mind being to. I keep listing a bunch of stuff and it's gonna get to the point where it's like, all right guys, do we want to watch stuff or do we want a game? And it's just gonna be like, we're going to show you everything. It's gonna be movie night, then it's gonna be anime night, then it's gonna be TV show night. Remember Hot Wheels Battle Force 5? I do not. I do remember there was like some Hot Wheels stuff, but I don't think I remember seeing that. Mind you, Canadian TV is way different from like American TV. Because we got like ITV. I think we did get a bit of PBS. Um, the other ones. There's a fair bit. There was a fair bit, but I'm just running a blank right now because I'm like, eh. Saw the adverts for it, but never saw it myself. Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff to watch. Fair, fair. A lot of fun stuff to watch, a lot of fun stuff to play. Be like that. Just be like that. The Canadian version of Kamen Rider Dragon Knight wasn't too bad. I never seen that one because again, like, so it depends on where that show was filmed or not filmed, aired, because certain places in Canada would get it and also depended on what you could afford. So, uh, especially since like I lived in the prairies growing up and you didn't really have a lot of options for TV. And when you did, I think it definitely changes from like coast to coast. Because there were some things my friends here have said they've seen, and I'm just like, I have never remembered seeing those in my life. Well, how's it going? How are you? Even if it massively toned down the number of characters left. Ah, EW. Don't think I recognize that name, no. If that's what it was on, uh, at least in the States. Let's see. Oh, uh, no, we didn't have CW in Canada. I mean, at one point we did have Childhood Network, Cartoon Network. Um, because I do remember seeing some of that, and I do know YTV Kids was a part of it at some point. Uh, unless it's one of the many we filmed in Canada, but it's an American show. It might have been one of the many you guys filmed in Canada, um, because a lot of American shows do film in Canada. Funny enough, I do remember seeing like the most common place for films, well, film is in Vancouver, but never once has Vancouver ever been depicted. Well, I don't think once. It's very rare for Vancouver to be depicted as itself. You get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Had to be Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, as Ninja was considered violent. They changed it. Yeah. Funny enough, so YTV and YTV Kids, uh, they got a they got a fair few of their shows, anime in particular, from 4Kids. So that included Pokemon. I believe that included Digimon. Uh, it was also the same station I remember seeing Inuyasha on. I didn't get too caught up in that. Uh, Mainly because when I first watched the episode, I was at my aunt's house, and the moment somebody sweared, she immediately turned off the TV. Uh, but I do remember, I think I saw like the One Piece for Kids version. I do know there was a Yu-Gi-Oh one that I used to watch a fair bit. Stuff like that, you know? Yeah, that station was very interesting growing up as a kid. There was also weird ones like one of my friends likes to flashbang me with this one. Monster by Mistake, which is not Canadian animation at the time was not good. Not great. Wasn't good. It was a time and Monster by Mistake was one of them. And best way to describe it is a kid turns into a monster every time he sneezes. I'm not I can hear the song in my head. I'm not gonna reiterate it. I don't want to. The Japanese version of Dragon Knight had 147 or 1,174 fighting Riders fighting in battle royale for perfect wish. Their death matches. Oh god, I was there for that flashbang. Oh yeah. I mean, another horrifying flashbang is Yavanna the Yukon, which was like the lowest brow humor imaginable. I'm pretty sure at some points it was also like pretty racist too. But for some reason they were like, yeah, we'll just leave that on for kids to watch. It's fine, smile. It was I distinctly remember that because I was like every time I saw that show and there was nothing else on, I was like, I'd rather just not watch TV in general, thanks. Cool. I have no nostalgia for it given I'm American and literally never heard of it, but still. Yeah, and it created an absolute fucking flashbang. It was crazy. Uh, 174 was only that low because I had to convince the writer to drop the number of the original 650 they planned to have. Oh, good. So they lowered it so it wasn't as, absolutely insane. Still, though, fucking crazy. But, I mean, fair, I guess. Suppose it could be worse, but also, if you guys have been wondering what the clicking is about, uh, it's just me, you know, doing stuff. Am I doing stuff? I'm working on, some, animated stuff that, you know, guys wanted, some that I was like, this is a good time to bring in. I think that would be fun. But they're also going to take a while because uh, animated emotes have frames, and those frames need to be, done one by one by one. Oh. It's also good to keep my hands busy while also staying engaged, so it's not like I'm sitting there and being like nervous fidgeting. It's a good show, both the original and the adaptation. Ah, I've never seen Kamen Rider, so I mean, considering it's stuck around this long, fair enough, honestly. Also, the music is super chill, so. The adaptation basically went the Power Rangers route for the OG suit footage and changed everything. Ah, I see, I see. I mean, not bad. I hear the horde of sequels. Uh, it must be almost dinner time at Meal Hall. I don't want to dox myself to you guys, but at the same time, I've been so tempted to share the absolute stupid fuckery that is my so your crazy fun fact about the Power Rangers? Yeah, sure. Um so outside of my university meal hall or cafeteria, whichever you want to call it, we call it meal hall. There's a dorm that especially in the fall semester, the roof is just covered with seagulls. So many fucking seagulls. Just a little congregation of seagulls just standing there, and they will just stare and they will just sit there and they will look, they'll do bird things. They're basically waiting for like one person to drop to bring out like some fries or something. And then they immediately just like fly away. And it's like, how is there? So I'm so glad I'm not in that dorm because I feel like every time around this time, I would just go insane by the amount of seagulls just sitting above me, just squawking away. And then occasionally you'll see like a pigeon or a crow just vibing there. Because why not? Uh, yeah. Three-quarters of the Power Rangers series was filmed in New Zealand, but New Zealand refuses to air the show on its own network. They deem it too violent. That is actually crazy, honestly. Like, but then again, the same has kind of happened in Canada, where it's like, films have been made on our land, and there are some that were just like, no, 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 we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna show that. But hey, it's, I don't know. Governments, people who do regulation for stuff like that, it's like, okay, what is violent to you and what is too violent? Especially if those people are the ones watching like action films where there is a lot of like violence and stuff, and it's just like, excuse me? Or your everybody's favorite Italian politician, Tifa. And, you know, that just decides to be a thing of conversation. Basically, every series from Lightspeed onwards is filmed in New Zealand. Ah, interesting. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, New Zealand is a beautiful spot to do filming and stuff in, but yeah, a little sad that they can't really show a lot of the stuff that does get filmed because it's like, no, too violent, too scary. Oh no. Oh, that's our resident LOTR fan. Real. Exactly. I mean, I think I'm trying to think of like what Lord of the Rings thing that New Zealand could then from there, and it's like besides like The Hobbit, like everything else should be fine. But then again, other country lawmakers are just eh. RPM was my favorite series, and it was basically a combo of Power Rangers, Terminator, Salvation, and Mad Max. Ah, interesting. I have seen some of Mad Max though. That is a really cool one. Mm. Say I give a good as I'm like shaking around because I'm like sitting at the side. I was gonna say give like a good maybe. Well, we'll see. I was gonna say like there's some minute warning just because it's getting late, hungry. Well, late as in, food would be nice. Actually, that'd be a good question to pose to everyone, like what everybody's favorite food is. Might be a topic I start off with. Extreme, which I believe should be for Sunday, unless any of my friends want to do a funny reading horrible romance novels, try not to laugh stream, but that would probably be a Saturday thing, I'll be honest about. We'll see. We'll see. Things are always subject to change and availability, and thankfully I have a little more like relaxing free time-ish. Still have to study for my 2 other midterms and still have to do a lab that isn't due until after my break, but by break I mean break from school, but uh it's also very dark in tone, and the guy that worked on it never done live action before, and he was known for, however, was a freaking Serious Experiment Lane. Yeah, getting the guy to do that and then having to be like, okay, this is for kids is just like, are you really sure about that? Really? Uh, kind of funny because like they should have known at that point that it was, I wouldn't say it was doomed from the start, but it definitely was gonna have to have some things like clawed back and everything just to make it friendly for advertisers and stuff like that, but it was unfortunate. Stuff like that should be able to be filmed, but I don't know. Things are weird. Things are weird. Things are. Uh, oh well. I'm just trying to think of any wild things I've watched that have been potentially like, oh hey, we're gonna just, nuke this into the ocean. It's like, mm. They picked him because they wanted it dark and it was super popular. Ah, I see. I mean, I guess if that works at the same time, it's kind of like hey, Power Rangers from cancellation the second time. Ah, well, I guess if it proved to help, and I mean, it did take away from what they were doing as like the normal formula, then I guess. Same time, it's like, well, you're gonna run a risk either way, I suppose. I did not me completely forgetting everything, but everyone's been having a good time, enjoying, relaxing, and all that. At the time, the RPM was expected to be the end of Power Rangers, and they wanted to go all out. Season that leaned towards their fan base that had been there from the beginning. Ah, I see. Makes sense. I mean, they did have, like I said, they did have to change it up, and if they thought it was going to end, like, might as well go big, go bold, because it's gonna really, like, nobody's gonna get upset if they're like, yes, let's go. Leaning back in my chair, and I'm just like, oh, yes, you are now further away. It's like, okay, okay, fine. Just wanted to stop being shrunk back for a bit, you know? Because sometimes I can get like way too focused on stuff, and then immediately my back is just like, hi, why does everything hurt? Although I suppose the beauty of being a dear goddess is I don't have to worry about certain cha- chains, pains in the chest, you know, something, glorious magical bullshit. Maybe some well placed vines, or just stuff like that. However, that does not stop me from the sitting like I'm a little crustacean floating in the sea. Never gonna stop. Unless I have something that's gonna be like, sit. Me sitting still and me sitting in normal human position is not something that correlate very well. Will it ever change? No. Oh god, no. I've told my friends and I will still say it to this day. My best streaming and computer chair was a couch. And that was probably the best. It was like, ah, yes, let me just relax. I can move around. We can adjust this how it may be. Luna can sit next to me and not have to worry about being on the keyboard. It's ironically the Sentai they chose to adaptation of super silly childish parody of the Sentai genre. That the main character has to figure out how to make dark and serious. Yeah, that is a that would be a real struggle to try to do. I mean, there could be some things you pick up on that is like, let me focus on this. But other times it's just like, uh, how do I? How does this get done? Hmm. I think it's a good place to stop. But I hope you guys had a great rest of your day, evening, or night. I will be back on Sunday for some more just chatting. Unless if you guys want, well, I see, I see. Um, it might be just chatting. I might actually switch it to gaming. So for um, well, Twitch might be excited. Because it would require me to use at least the PNG model. Uh, there's a game I got and I kind of want to play, and I think everybody would, or at least you know, Twitch would enjoy it. TikTok would definitely enjoy it. It's stuff like that. Um, but honestly, I'll see. There's a few things. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. Midterm season is on the way. Not even on the way. It's still underway. Good rest. Yeah, you too, Autocon. And everybody else who is in and watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye.